Well, let's see. Let's sing a song. What do cowboys do? Anybody know what cowboys do? Well, raise your hand if you have an idea. What do cowboys do? Huh? They sing, yeah. When they get bored and to keep the cattle quiet, they sing. That's right. Well, what the cowboys did is they collected up all the cattle in Texas. You ever heard of Texas? It's a great big state. Yeah, it used to, until Alaska came along, it was our biggest state. Well, that's right. They used to gather up all here's where Texas is on our map. They used to gather up all the cows down there and the cattle, and they'd bring them all the way up through Oklahoma and into a state called Kansas. Can you say Kansas? That's right. And that's where the railroad had come. Okay? And that's so they took the cattle all the way up to Kansas, and they put them on the train, and they took them back to the East Coast. You know why? They wanted hamburgers. That's right. They were sending back the beef and making good beef steak and stuff back there. And there was a whole bunch of free cows in Texas. So that's what the cowboys did. Now, one of the trails they took was called the Old Chisholm Trail. Let's say it. Old Chisholm Trail. And it was named after a man named, what do you think his name was? Chisholm. That's right. His name was Chisholm. And he was one of the first people to take the cows up the Chisholm Trail. And he even had a cow that led all the rest of the cows. That's right. It was a trained cow. Its name was Old Blue. Let's say Old Blue. Old Blue. That's right. Well, here's a song about the Old Chisholm Trail, and it's got a part for you to sing on it, all right? It goes like this. Well, come along, boys, and listen to my tale while I tell you of my troubles on the Old Chisholm Trail. Here's your part. Come-a-tie-yi, yippee-yippee-yay, yippee-yay. Tie-yi, yippee-yippee-yay. Can we sing that? Let's try it. Come-a-tie-yi, yippee-yippee-yay, yippee-yay. Tie-yi, yippee-yippee-yay. Very good. Oh, we started up the trail October 23rd. Started up the trail with the Hawthorne Ranch herd. That's hard to say. Hawthorne Ranch herd. Come-a-tie-yi, yippee-yippee-yay, yippee-yay. Tie-yi, yippee-yippee-yay. Yee-haw. Everybody say yee-haw. Well, I woke up one morning on the Old Chisholm Trail with my rope in my hand and a cow by the tail. Come-a-tie-yi, yippee-yippee-yay, yippee-yay. Tie-yi, yippee-yippee-yay. Well, I went to the boss to draw my roll. He had it figured out of $9 in the hole. Come-a-tie-yi, yippee-yippee-yay, yippee-yay. Tie-yi, yippee-yippee-yay. Well, I'm on my best horse. I'm on my best horse. I'm going at a run. I'm the quickest shooting cowboy that ever pulled a gun. Come-a-tie-yi, yippee-yippee-yay, yippee-yay. Tie-yi, yippee. Let's sing it again. Ready? Come-a-tie-yi, yippee-yippee-yay, yippee-yay. Tie-yi, yippee-yippee-yay. Say yee-haw! Yee-haw! All right, very good. Well, we're talking about the clothes. He mentioned all the clothes the cowboys would wear. And this hat is descended from the Mexican hat that has a very wide brim. Does anybody know what it's called? What? A sombrero. That's right. And they needed to wear sombreros to keep the sun off their shoulders. Did you know the Mexican cowboys were the first cowboys? That's right. They taught all the other people how to be cowboys. Do we have any fourth graders here? Anybody here in the fourth grade? That's right. Have you studied the missions yet? Yeah. You remember what the missions did? They would herd up the cattle, and then the ships would come in and they'd trade the tallow from the beef and the hides to the east coast of the United States. And they were the first people to be the cowboys. That's right. The vaqueros. Say vaquero. Vaquero. Very good. And that word got changed later on. It became buckaroo. Yeah, that's right. There you'll find out a lot of Mexican words are actually original. They were originally Mexican words, but they became cowboy words. Does anybody know what the word rodeo means? Rodeo, it means round up. That's when you'd round up all the cattle. That was the rodeo. That's right. All right, how about these? Does anybody know the original name for these? It's chaparras. Say chaparras. Chaparras. And they shortened it to chaps. That's that right. And it's not what you get when you wear them either. No, you don't chap. And let's see, he showed you the boots there. I got big, tall boots on. These are the ones that come from up northern part of the West. And I got the spurs on. And that was to make the horse go faster. They'd kind of get it right in the side there. If somebody poked you in the side, would you How would you feel? You kind of, hey, okay, we'll go. And the chaps, when you wear the chaps, it covers up the pockets in your jeans, and you can't get into your pockets. I can't even get to my car keys. So they would wear this. Does anybody know what this is called? A vest, and it has very deep pockets, and that's where the cowboys would keep everything they needed. Now, we'll start off right here. Here's a little instrument the cowboys would carry in their pockets. Have you ever seen one of these? It doesn't even look like a musical instrument, does it? You've heard one before, though. How many have ever heard this sound on cartoons? That's how they make that sound, is with this instrument. It's called a Jew's harp. Let's say it. Jew's harp. Because the Jewish people used to sell it to the pioneers and the cowboys, and so it got the nickname the Jew's harp. That's right. And it makes that interesting sound. Now, to make different musical notes on a Jew's harp, you have to form your mouth into different shapes. See if you recognize these shapes. Listen close. See if you know these shapes. Do you recognize them? Let's say them together. Ready? It's the vowels. Very good. All right. Now, if you add a little bit of rhythmic breathing to that, you can get a tune to come out of the Jew's harp. Isn't that great? By the way, these aren't antiques. You can still buy these at music stores. That's right. They make them like this, except they make them all chrome-plated and shiny, and they call it a Snoopy harp, because Snoopy plays it in the cartoons. And sometimes they sell it in this shape. And they called this one an Ozark harp, but it's the same instrument. Oh, that's a good one. Now, if you go to buy these, look for the ones made in Austria. Okay, the ones in China, just fall apart in about a week, so you don't want those. All right. We're going to do a song here about a cowboy that came to dinner, but he was too late, and dinner was all gone, but supper was cooking, so he just had to stand there, and he didn't get no dinner. His name was Old Dan Tucker. All right. If you know this song, please don't sing along. It messes me up. All right. Okay, here we go. Well, old Dan Tucker, he's a fine old man, washed his face in a frying pan, combed his hair with a wagon wheel, died of a toothache in his heel. Get out the way, old Dan Tucker, you're too late to get your supper. Supper's gone, dinner is cooking, old Dan Tucker just standing there looking. Well, old Dan Tucker, he comes to town to swing them ladies round and round. First to the right, then with the left, then with the one that he likes best. Get out the way, old Dan Tucker, you're too late to get your supper. Supper's gone, dinner is cooking, old Dan Tucker just standing there looking. Let's hear it for the Jew's harp. Yay! All right, very good. All right, let's hear it. Now, you have your bag that you're going to get, your Ride a Wild Tail bag, but this is what the cowboys carried. It's two bags connected together, and it would sit behind the horse, behind the saddle. Does anybody know what this was called? It was called the saddle bags. Can you say it? Saddle bags. That's what cowboys would carry their stuff in. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Oh, my gosh. Does anybody know what these are? These are bones from a cow, the rib bones. And you can make music with them. Yeah. Watch. This technique has actually been traced all the way back to ancient Egypt. That's right. What you do here is you usually have two sets of bones. So you put the bones on each side of your middle finger like that. Curve your middle finger over so it holds this one still. Then you let the other one hit against it. Then when you twist your hand back and forth, it makes the bones sound like this. Them bones, them dry bones, them bones. Sounds like a fellow riding a horse, doesn't it? Strange gait on that horse. Where do bones come from? They come from cows or animals. That's right. Well, let's see what else kind of instruments cowboys would play. Oh, my gosh. What's this? Spoons. You can make music with spoons. Did you know that? Yeah, you can. You can use any kind of spoons. You can use plastic spoons, metal spoons, wooden spoons like this. The easiest ones to start with, though, are metal spoons. You know why? because they have flat handles. That's right. Usually wooden spoons have round handles, and I've modified these some. But if you want to try it, get you a pair of metal spoons, put them back to back like this, put them on each side of your index finger so you have a space between them. Then what you have to do is raise your leg up a little bit, because here's how you do it. You tap it on your leg real light so it doesn't hurt. Then you put your other hand up above it, you hit it between your hand and your knee, you get a double sound. Listen. If you want to get real fancy, hold your fingers real stiff. Run it down your fingers, you get what's called a triplet. You can play with different parts of your body. Ow. Whee, isn't that fun? You could do that, huh? Yeah. All right. Let's move on over here to the instrument I started playing at the beginning of the show. What is this instrument? It's a violin. That's right. And it also has another name. Hey, diddle, diddle, the cat and the fiddle. And I get asked all the time, hey, Farley, what's the difference between the violin and the fiddle? Nothing. That's right. The only difference is the kind of music you play on it. Here's the violin. Here's the fiddle. Yeehaw! Now, I've been playing violin a long time, ever since I was back in 4th grade. That's been about 42 years ago. And I've learned to make it do all sorts of interesting sounds. They say it's the closest instrument to the human voice. Did you know that? You didn't know that. For example, what's this sound here? Listen. It's a bird, isn't it? A lot of kids nowadays say cell phone. All right, what kind of bird is this? Woodpecker, very good. Okay, what kind is this? Chicken, that's right. Look out, oh no! Oh, it laid an egg on your foot. Shake it before it dries, quick. Okay, you got it. All right. All right, what kind of bird is this? You ready? Look out, watch it. Here, I'll do it again. Ready? Look out, watch it. No, it's a duck. I'm ducking. What else do we have? Here, kitty, kitty, here, kitty. Oh, little kitty cat. Look out for the dog. He's all right. Just scared him a little bit. Wow, a cow. What else do we have? A little foreign car, a little Honda. A great big diesel truck. Here he comes. Wow, that guy was going really fast. Uh-oh, he was going too fast. The police are after him. Look out. Here comes another one. What? An English police car. What's that doing here? These instruments are very ticklish, too. Watch this. Tickle, tickle. And would you believe you can eat some parts of these instruments? They're really good, too. Look at. Hey, kind of tastes like fiddle faddle. Well, let's do a song about a friend of mine. He's actually a legend here. Let me show you a picture of this guy. It's in one of my favorite books. I've been collecting up books with my mom and I for years. You guys love books like I do? Yeah. Here's an old book. I doubt if that's even in print anymore. American Folklore. But it talks about a cowboy that came from Texas. All right. And there's a river in Texas called the Pecos River. And his name was Bill. So you know what they called him? Pecos Bill. That's right. Here's a great picture of old Pecos Bill. He's riding a wildcat and he's swinging a rattlesnake for a rope there, flying high up above the herd there. Well, this song about old Pecos Bill actually is a Disney song made for a video called Melody Time. You might have this, or American Heroes. It's on this. That's right. You know this song then already. All right. I have a part for you on this song too. You guys like to sing? Yeah. All right. I'll start off the song here and then I'll show you where your part is. And if you know it, you jump right in there, all right? All right. It goes like this. Pecos Bill was quite a cowboy down in Texas, a western superman to say the least. He was the roughest, toughest critter, never known to be a quitter, and he never had no fear of man nor beast. This is your part. Yippee-I-A, yippee-I-O. He's the toughest critter west of the Alamo. Let's try that again. Yippee-I-A, yippee-I-O. He's the toughest critter west of the Alamo. Well, Pecos roped a raging cyclone out of nowhere. He straddled it, then settled down with ease. And while that cyclone bucked and footed, Pecos rolled a smoke and lit it. And he tamed that ornery wind down to a breeze. Here we go! Yippee-I-Hey, I-hey, yippee-I-ho. He's the toughest critter west of the Alamo. Once a band of outlaws stole a herd of cattle. Oh, no! But they didn't know the herd they stole was Bill's. And when he caught them crooked villains, Pecos knocked out all their fillings. That's the reason that there's gold in them there hills. Here we go! Yippee-I-hey, I-hey, yippee-I-ho. He's the toughest critter west of the Alamo. Once a tribe of painted Indians did a war dance till Pecos started shooting up their little game. He gave those redskins such a shake-up that they jumped right out of their makeup. That's how the Painted Desert got its name. Here we go, yippee-I-hey, I-hey, yippee-I-ho. He's the toughest critter west of the Alamo. While reclining on a cloud high over Texas, with his gun he